Gillespie Farms and the halfway homestead.
I'm over here muted. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome in to Monday Night Chit Chat. Y'all, I didn't do it last week because we were having storms and the internet just wasn't that good. So tonight, it's a beautiful night. I'm looking, even though internet still not that great, we're going with it. And so I'm going to give it a couple minutes for people to pop in. So when you pop in, make sure you leave a comment or something so I know you're here and just say hello. Tamara, hello, how are you? How are you? Thanks for coming in. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend and are having a great week so far. Y'all, I cannot believe it's Monday already. I feel like that the weekends like zoom past you like super fast already. Um, and I just feel like it was just Friday and now it's Monday. And Mondays are always like kind of thing. But see, that's that internet stuff that I be talking about. It'd be a hot mess, a hot mess. Anyways, so what are we going to talk about tonight? So most of y'all know that and have followed me for a hot minute. And look, I feel like this light is not doing it for me tonight, y'all. I don't know. But if y'all have followed me for a while, you know that I have been joining in on Every Bit Counts Challenge, which this is my third year. I think I've done it for 3 years. I can't remember. Because I know I didn't do it the first year at the farm, but I think I did it 2 years, and this is my third. I'm having so much fun. I'm having so much fun doing it, even being at a smaller homestead, being able to still preserve, freeze, can something, the whole month of August is a lot of fun. I'm there now, and I'm old, but I'm there now. Like I was, maybe it was like Wednesday or Thursday of last week, and I was looking. I'm like, what day is it again? I can't even remember. I'm trying to like, if I don't have a calendar like in front of me, like I have calendars that tell me when to put YouTube stuff out, when to put podcast stuff out, when to do Every Bit Counts challenge. If I don't have my calendar, I don't know what day it is, to be completely honest. Hello, Glinda. How are you, my dear? Hi, Allison. How are you, darling? It's good to see you. So we're talking Every Bit Counts challenge. I've had so much fun these past couple of weeks. I have week 1 out and week 2 out of the videos. And yes, y'all, I cut my finger. This looks crazy. But let me tell you what I was doing. So I was doing a recipe for this upcoming video, which is video 3, week 3. And it was quote unquote last night's stuff. But I put a day after. I put the day before on, so it's crazy, y'all. Anyways, I was making fire cider. I have never made fire cider before. I've seen it and I've always wanted to do it. So I decided, you know what? This is the year I'm going to do it. If you don't know what fire cider is, I'm going to give you a little, small little summary, but you need to watch the video. It's an immune booster. So it's an immune booster. It helps fight off colds and all that good stuff. And it's a lot of really yummy stuff that has to be shredded. Like a lot of the roots I had to shred. And I had to shred horseradish root, turmeric root, and ginger root. And I was not paying no attention. Okay, y'all. So I'm scanning and I'm doing a little thing on the grater, and I'm looking at the camera because I'm making sure I have good camera angles. And I'm just grinding away at my finger. And I did that, all 3 roots, the horseradish root, turmeric, and the ginger. But it smells really good. I don't know if it's going to taste that great, and I don't think it's supposed to taste that great, fire cider. But I'm excited to do it. I am good, Allison. Thank you for asking. It is good to see your name in here. I hope you're doing well as well. One of my good old friends from Baldwin County. Well, look who it is, Miss Ann Dale. Thank you very much. I had a lot of fun shooting it. And I thought about you and when I was doing my fire cider, which won't come out until next video, week 3 video. And because you and Sandy have talked about it forever, this fire cider thing. And really, y'all, I have ordered some really organic cayenne powder because Miss Andel told me, and she even said it, that it really does help on the live last week on our podcast live about doing a cayenne pepper shot for acid reflux and bringing down blood pressure and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to do it. I did put in, what did I put in? Because I didn't have any cayenne pepper for fire cider. I think I did like red pepper chili flakes, and they said to put in, I can't remember. They said to put something else in. You'll see on the video because I recorded it right then. But everybody's been saying, Casey, get some cayenne pepper because it's really good. I'm telling you, neither did I, but you should. Now is the time to make it, to get it ready, because it needs to sit and ferment in the apple cider vinegar for a while. And then you strain it and then you add in the honey for sweetness. So yes, now is the time to do it. So definitely stay tuned. Next Friday, this video is coming out where I'm going to be talking about the fire cider. And it's really pretty. I may be able to see if I can pull up a picture on my phone and show y'all. I usually am more organized than this and will actually have the pictures ready, but guess what? I'm not today. There we go, y'all. That is, it's not, ooh, I'm getting the ring light in there. It's not pretty. It's so pretty. And it's, I have it in a half gallon and it is, let's see if I can remember all the stuff that's in it. I put in some of my rosemary from the garden, some of my thyme from the garden. It was a whole lemon cut in half, a whole orange cut in half, 10 cloves of garlic, a whole medium onion cut in half, 2 jalapenos cut in half. Time to go through it. Half a cup of shredded horseradish root, half a cup of shredded turmeric root, half a cup of shredded ginger root, and what else did I add in there? Oh, then I added in some cumin, some red pepper chili flake, paprika, cinnamon. I think that was it. Yes, but so basically what I'm doing now is I'm literally just going to let it sit for a couple weeks and ferment. Because what it said, it needs to ferment for a hot minute. And then when you strain it, that's when you add in the all natural honey. And I'm going to get it from the produce stand where I've been getting all of my produce this year. They have some honey that's local because that's good for allergies. Even taking the honey by itself is good. So I'm excited. Yes, I'm excited about it. I'm excited to try it. I won't say that I'm not nervous because I was talking about it today. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to do a shot of, what did you say? And it was like an eighth of a teaspoon of the cayenne pepper powder in the water. I'm nervous. Have you fermented salsa? I just finished a batch in the fridge. So no. Okay, let me tell you, Glenda, I have not fully been on the fermented wagon yet. I'm slowly getting there. I haven't even fermented pickles yet. Um, I'm gonna get there slowly. The fire cider is my first kind of like fermentation. I'm gonna try. I just I know it's good for your gut and I know it's good for that, but I just haven't yet got brave enough to try that. Hi Anne. I made a cayenne salad. Okay, I need to do this off because we were, what's funny is we were talking about it off the podcast because I was asking Ann Dale, I was like, oh, wouldn't it burn your body putting a cayenne salve on there? And she said no. And I've heard a lot of people say that it really helps because I have terrible, even though, listen, I joke about being old, but I know I'm not old. I'm only 37. But I have the worst carpal tunnel in my hand sometimes and tennis elbow. And that's because I waited tables for 17 plus years and I've just killed my arm. So I've heard that the cayenne salve really would help for that kind of stuff. So I think I'm gonna try it. So that's why I ordered some really kind of like good organic from a local homestead around the corner, some cayenne powder. So I get to support their farm and get some good stuff while I'm doing it. So I haven't done it yet, but I am gonna try it. I am gonna try it. Kev's Retro Gaming. Hi, how are you? Thank you for coming in. I haven't seen your name before. How are you? I hope you're well. What are you fermenting? I know the standard like fermenting of the salsa and fermenting of the pickles. I heard about the fermenting of like kombucha. What are all you fermenting? I know I'm excited. I'm excited but nervous. I've got a book called Fireside. Ooh, DM me that. I need to get that because I'll tell you, I'm an Amazon person and I'll order it in an instant. Man, I love books. I have my, it looks all like disheveled right here, but I have all my books. That really Sandy from Suburban Homestead of Wyoming, Arizona, kind of like talked me into getting. I call it peer pressuring, but it was worth the shopping on it. Okay, an eighth of a teaspoon, eighth of a teaspoon, shot glass, water, and y'all know I have shot glasses. Um, Stir, shoot, because y'all, I have the worst acid reflux, and it's on stuff that I love. It's on stuff that I really can't get. Well, I could give it up, but I don't want to. Life is too short not to have chips and salsa. Chips and salsa is one of my big things. Salsa gives me awful acid reflux. Two is I enjoy white wine, even though I'm having a glass of red tonight because it's supposed to be healthier for you. I do like white wine, but it gives me the worst acid reflux. What else gives me terrible acid reflux? Oh, chili. And I love chili. Over the winter, that is one of the things, like, spoiler alert, I am prepping a lot of chili in jars for the winter in Every Bit Counts challenge because that is like my go-to soup. It's so comforting to me. That and Brunswick stew, I just really enjoy, and both of those give me the worst acid reflux. So I'm excited. I really, y'all know how much I trust Miss Ann on what she says, that I am like ready to dive into it and try this eighth of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper powder and water and do that shot every morning. We'll see. We'll do it though. I've been fermenting for years. Another favorite is for, ooh, that sounds good. The jalapenos. I like hot. I really do enjoy hot. Yeah, see, that's the thing is I feel like my gut health is lacking, and finding something where I don't have to add another pill to my medication would be great. So I do need to try it, Linda. I know I do. I really should try it. I really do need to try fermenting. Um, one thing that I probably would end up doing is if I go ahead and buy like a fermenting kit off of Amazon, that kind of like forces me into, okay, now you really need to go ahead and ferment some stuff. See, I'm telling you, it worked. If Miss Ann says it works, it works. And if she uses it, she's not going to use stuff that she doesn't trust. And that's why I always feel so blessed, and I feel kind of like too good to be true of like being able to co-host a podcast with Ann and Monica and Sandy, three women that are so knowledgeable that you kind of feel like a fraud when you're on the podcast with them. And I know I'm knowledgeable too on stuff, but it is that is how much I trust what these three women say. Is like I know that they're not going to say or put stuff out to social media, the YouTube universe, that they don't fully support and recommend. Um, so I am going to try it. I am going to try the cayenne stuff. I'm sweating right now, even thinking about it. Like I'm sweating in my white. Cabbage, lemons are the best. Tomatoes are great. Last year, tomatoes so red still. I added them to tomatoes. Oh, is that the fermented stuff? There. Oh, now see. Okay, let me say something about cabbage. I'm not a cabbage fan. I like cabbage and egg rolls, and I'd like to can egg roll in a jar, which is the mixture inside of the egg roll. My mother and sister love cabbage. They can eat it for days. Cabbage soup, everything. I think it smells like fart, and I can't get past it smell like fart and wanting to eat it. I just can't. I know that I should be a little more and try it. I can't. I can't do it. Tomatoes. Yes, that's me too. Tomatoes cause you the reflux. That's why I ferment salsa. Can use yellow tomatoes. Oh, I didn't think about doing that. I wonder if the red tomatoes are triggers. I think so, but there's no red tomatoes in red wine, and that's where I get the worst acid reflux is with white wine. Any of them. I'm talking any like the more bolder red wines, any of the white wines, worst. I mean, I could just have a glass, one glass, and y'all know that really doesn't happen with me. I could have one glass of the wine and have the worst acid reflux the next morning. And I'm like, when I have a glass of white wine, because I'm having seafood, I'm like, is it worth knowing that tomorrow I'm going to be miserable and have acid reflux? And if the answer is yes, I drink it. If not, I pour a glass of the red wine, which is supposed to be better for you health wise anyway. So, but no, I think it probably is because if you think about it, salsa is red tomatoes, chili is the paste, the juice. So there's that. Brunswick stew is the same thing. So maybe I'm really hoping that this cayenne pepper powder shot kind of starts peeling it back to where I just know, okay, today is Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Let me do a cayenne pepper shot because I know I'm gonna have salsa and stuff later tonight. So, and then maybe I just need to start fermenting stuff too. Let's see. Oh yeah, you did say you were gonna try the capsules. Yeah, I need to try the capsules. Oh, it's my aunt. Hi, Aunt Kathy. Your grandfather used to take cayenne every day. Did he? Pop-up used to take it? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm really like nervous to try it, but I know in my brain, and especially with my books, like this is one of the books that Sandy talked me into getting that I love. I'm right over my microphone if y'all can't hear me. But it's the Earthwise Herbal Medicine Volume 1. And it's such a great one because beside it telling you what it's good for, it tells you the part of the plant. So really, like with certain plants, you can use the fruit, say the cayenne pepper. You can also use the leaf and the root. So that's what's good about this one. That's why I love it. So I didn't know that he took cayenne pepper. It's really interesting. You're so sweet. Thank you. You quit canning sauce and my kids are disappointed. Oh, that's good. I see, my thing is I still have to can because my family would disown me if I didn't have salsa and pickles. Those are the two things that if I didn't can those like I usually do, I'd be disowned and not allowed at family gatherings. So I'll have to do like a half and half. I hope so too. I hope so too. We're gonna try it. We're gonna see how it does because I enjoy. Let me start off by saying this. I enjoy certain things. I talk about it all the time that life is too short. I'm not going to give up things that I enjoy to quote unquote be healthier. And by healthier, I mean what society wants you to be healthy wise. Like one thing that I really enjoy bread. I like bread. Sue me. I like bread. One thing that I did was I completely changed how I ate bread, meaning that I get it's a whole wheat red wheat, no, red whole wheat berry. I never can say it right. From Azure Standard, and we grind, or sometimes I've been lazy and I'll buy it already ground. But I use that now instead of the all-purpose bleached white flour from the store. I do cane sugar instead of a bleached. Did y'all know? Side story. Did y'all know when they say a bleached flour or a bleached sugar that it truly is because that product has been bleached? Like it's not supposed to be that color. It's not supposed to be white. So when I saw the all natural um, red red whole wheat berry flour, it's dark, and cane sugar is brown. And the other night we had our kind of Mexican night, and I made homemade tortillas. Now I've been making homemade tortillas for years, 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 and years, and I could do it in my sleep. But I tried doing it with my whole wheat flour, and it's a learning curve now because the bleached flour is fluffier and it's just a different consistency. Probably because of all the stuff that it's been through, the grinding and the bleaching and all that kind of stuff, than whole wheat flour. And you gotta retrain your body on eating that and being healthier and saying, okay, now does this taste like the white flour tortilla that I get from Walmart? Not so much, but you learn to like it, and it was good. So I've switched that. Another one that we switch is from white rice to brown rice. I enjoy that, and I'll tell you that I did it on was it I think it was the first week of Every Bit Counts challenge video. I do a bulk brown rice cook because brown rice takes a lot longer than normal rice. And I put it in these little muffin silicone tins and freeze it as like a hockey puck. So it's easier to reheat. Just changing those things, the flour, the sugar, and the rice from bleached, I feel different. Now, is the weight different? Not so much, but I feel better. So I'm gonna put the fermenting in there slowly. I know it's gonna be better for me, and I'm way behind them on comments, y'all. So because I'm just over here yapping. Are you the same? Is your family the same? Have to have fermented or have to have canned? My kids shop my pantry, adult kids. You know what's funny is I have adult people in my family that when they come over to visit, they look at my pantry and they're like, "Do you have pickles? Are there any pickles? Do you have tomatoes? Or what are the other ones they look for? Salsa? Um, oh, another one. Do you have the mac and cheese? I make a mac and cheese in a jar, which is all the dried stuff, and you just add that and then the same jar of water. That's another one that everybody loves. And they're like, "Do you have the macaroni and cheese?" I'm like, "No, I don't." Y'all shopping like I'm Kroger, isn't it? It's crazy. I just thought it was something that they would say, like, "Oh, it's bleached flour," but they literally bleach it, y'all. They bleach it because it is not that color. And once I'm telling you, once you cut a lot of that out, and it takes a minute. It took me about maybe 2 months for my body to really um, start showing different signs that it was detoxing or getting rid of all of the old white flour and um, crap that I used to put in my body. But your body just feels healthier now. And you don't feel as bad when you're having a tortilla for fajitas or a quesadilla because it's whole wheat and it's natural instead of bleached. See, my Majesty's father-in-law, we would have to limit his really? Oh my goodness. That's awful. Okay, so let's talk about sourdough. So I'm excited because in this Every Bit Counts challenge, we're actually shooting a podcast about sourdough. I'm not going to say who's going to be guest hosting on. I'm not going to say who's going to be on this episode because that would give too much away. But I'm really excited because I have never been able to keep a sourdough start alive. And so excited to be able to learn because everybody has said, you've now, Casey, you've gotten the unbleached flour. Check. Okay, great. Now are you doing sourdough? No, because I can't keep a starter alive. But we're going to do it. We have an episode set up. I think it's supposed to come out in October. I mean, y'all know we appreciate our podcast way, way, way in advance. And we're doing a new style of the podcast. I can't say much more than that. It's a new style. I think everybody's going to be really excited. And our podcasts are actually coming off of the podcast, like Apple Music, all that kind of stuff. And we're going to be exclusive to YouTube. So that's another exciting thing. But yes, I'm excited to try sourdough, which, Glinda, that counts, right? That's me starting my fermenting journey. See? Thank you, Anne. You put it in my mind. Sourdough is fermenting, pretty much. So I'm going to be a fermenter. It isn't it wild? It's mind-blowing to think that this product that is used to take out stains of clothes is used in our food. Weird. Different type of grains. You mean for the flours? Okay, because I have ordered some different ones that I've ground down because I've heard that semolina is really good for egg noodles because I'm getting a lot of eggs right now, and I'm trying to figure out different ways to store the eggs. And I've heard that semolina, so I did that. I've gotten a bunch of rolled oats to do oat flour. And then of course I have my red wheat berries, whole red wheat berries. I don't know how you say it. Y'all tell me in the comments how you really say it. I rebel can and I've canned mac and cheese. See, this is why we are spirit animals, you and me, because that is something that I would have said. And I try really hard not to say it on like lives and stuff because we get so many nasty comments of uh, especially me, that I'm trying to kill my family because I'm rebel canning and blah 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 blah. But I have not tried that. I do again. DM me that book that you told me about, but also DM me recipe for this because I'd love to try that because mine is all dried. Mine's the noodles, and then it's a cream based sauce, and then it's the cheddar cheese powder, and then it's butter powder and some seasonings, and then I vacuum seal it. So, but I'd love to try that. But we are so spirit animals, so spirit animals. Yes, I'm telling you, I am trying my hardest. And let me tell you, when I made tortillas the other night, and when I used to make tortillas, when I made it with the crap flour, I would make the tortillas. So I, make the dough, I roll it into balls. I have a tortilla press. You press it into the perfect tortilla, put it in the cast iron, flip, do all the things, and you let it sit. And then I'll take like 5 of those tortillas, and then I'll cut them into chips, and then I bake them with a little bit of avocado oil and a little bit of salt, and they make really, really good crispy chips. So I tried it with the whole wheat tortillas that I did the other night, and they were really good actually. Now, do they taste exactly like it? But you have to retrain your brain and retrain your palate into being like, this is healthy for you. This is good. This is not bad. This is good. It tastes good. So yes, eat whole foods, whole wheat, natural. That is one thing that we as homesteaders push. And I think a lot of people get nervous because they're like, "Oh, I can't afford," and it's hard to afford it nowadays. I can't afford to get all the organic stuff at the stores. One, it's a lot cheaper and easier to go to local farmers and neighbors and stuff that grow that kind of stuff and buy it from them. Two, yes, it's more expensive to start off with, but you're going into what are you saving money on going forward? Medical bills. Um, medical bills. Can we just stop on that one? So the amount that you're paying is actually how I look at it, you putting the money into healthier food, more organic food, is more like an investment in your future, more than having to pay for groceries. So, yeah. See, yes, sourdough absolutely counts as a fermentation. Winning. Okay. One of my family members was actually told to start eating sourdough. Everybody says it's so much better for you. And see, my mother actually prefers sourdough bread than other bread. She really enjoys the sourdough because of the gut health. I've not heard of that. Ecorn? How is it pronounced? Ian corn? Ancient grains? I need to look that up. I'm sure my mother has a bunch of books that are like it's called the Blue Zone, Cooking with the Blue Zone, which is like all of the different areas of the world where people live over 90, I think it is, over 90 or 100. One of them. Icorn. Icorn. Thank you. Icorn. I need to look that up because I've never heard of that one. And I want to learn that one. That sounds good. But y'all, I'm hitting that 30-minute time, and I really appreciate everybody who's come in tonight. It was so much fun chit-chatting with y'all about fermenting and cayenne pepper shots and Every Bit Counts challenge. And I hope to see every single one of y'all tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because I'm going live with my gals. We're going live and we're talking about Eating with the Seasons, Spring and Summer, the podcast that just came out yesterday. No, came out today. Sorry, days mixed up. Remember we talked about that. So I hope to see y'all tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, and I will see y'all next Monday, and we'll talk about what I did for week 3 of Every Bit Counts Challenge. So bye, y'all. Be blessed. See y'all next Monday.
Hornsby Farms and the Halfway Homestead.